Hello, friendly human soul. I'm Maureen, and I'm recording on Saturday, March 28th. And today I wanted to share something with you, something I did. Um, as a as a solitary person, introvert person that I am, even though some people think I'm social, but solitary at the same time. There's no age for that. You can be very young, like you can be older, not very old, but older. Don't let this fool you. The importance is the heart. I Before Christmas, I not that I felt bored, but I felt bored. Jim and I talk here, so it's at one point I felt like going to seminar or to see people, to see things, to learn new things, to go somewhere and to see new things. So I did register myself to two things. The first thing was something about health, but the day that it was going on, it was really bad outside and I don't have a car and I didn't go. But today it's in downtown Montreal. It's how is it called in English? Le Salon de la Femme. C'est the national women's show in Montreal this weekend. So I bought my tickets like before Christmas. I said to myself, I want to do things, even though I have to learn to do things alone, because I decided to love myself, to take care of myself, and blah 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 blah. You know that thing? It's very in that philosophy there, which is not so bad, by the way. Anyway, so that show, they opened the door at 10 o'clock this morning. So I said to myself, okay, I'm not gonna arrive too early, but I don't want to arrive too late because after that you have no time to do whatever you have to do during the day, blah blah blah, da da da. So I arrived there. It was before 10. Oh my God. Oh my God. Uh, let's take a look of what happens. There was so many people, beautiful people, but I'm very sensitive with energies, especially with a lot of people like this. And to imagine myself to stand up there and wait with all those people, um, I couldn't. I just couldn't. Even though like spiritual people say, "Oh, protect yourself," la la la. Even though if I protect myself, I feel it, and it's like that. Plus, with my knees, that okay, now they're not so bad. I managed to fix a little bit, a, not a little bit, a big bit. Anyway, so they're better. They're not 100%, but they're better. But to imagine myself to stand up, waiting, not walking, nothing, just waiting there. How long would I've wait? So I was looking. I got discouraged, like physically, emotionally, whatever. So I was asking myself, do I stay? Do I try to do the line, or I just call it off? Like that's it, that's all. So I was a bit on the side, and I was looking, and with the people, everything, like I got almost dizzy. So I said, never mind, I'm going home. The thing is that while I was on my way back home, I my My philosophy is there's nothing happens for nothing. So nothing happens for nothing, but I went there for nothing, kind of thing. Anyway, so I was thinking, okay, there's a reason why I went there and I'm coming back. Something was kind of calling me back home, so I said, okay, am I gonna meet someone special? Is it gonna happen something? Or am I avoiding something major? Blah, 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 blah. You know, when there's stuff like that, we always think big. It's something major. It's something huge that it's supposed to happen or that we're avoiding. But in our perspective, it's like that. But what if the reason is that you have to bring something to someone, even though it looks small? For that person, maybe it's big. Let me tell you. When I arrived here, I was walking. It was sunny. Right now, it's not sunny, but when I came back, the sky was blue, no cloud, no nothing. So I took my time to walk. So while I arrived at the door downstairs, there was a man with packages that he was removing from his car. He was alone and he had a few packages like this and to take out from the car and then from the car to the door and then from the door to inside. So while he was doing from the car to the door, um, I opened the door for him. And he was like, "Oh, merci, merci, thank you." So he was entering the few packages that he already brought to the door. So then I asked him, I said, "Do you have something else to bring inside?" He says, "Yes, I have another one." I said, "Okay, I'm waiting for you to hold you the door." And it was like heavy. You could tell it was heavy. So I said, "Okay, thank you, thank you." So he ran to the car, came back with the package, and then he said, "Okay, you don't have to wait for me. I'll manage." I said, "No, no, like it's Saturday. I'm not in a hurry, so I'm gonna stay with you." So I hold the second door for him to be able to bring it uh, close to the elevator. So I hold the door for him. Said, "Okay, thank you. You can go, you can go." So, and we have two elevators, and one was like stuck. So only one was working. So I'm calling the elevator, but he was preparing to get in the other elevator, not the one that I entered. So when I saw that, I said, "Listen," I said, "I think this elevator is not working, so you better come with me." "Oh yeah, but I don't want to." I said, "Never mind, I'm gonna hold." So I hold the door of the elevator for him to bring the stuff in the elevator, and then we went on the floor that he needed to, and then I hold him the elevator door again for him to bring out the stuff. So while all that was happening, I thought to myself, nothing happens for nothing. Maybe it was not exactly for me. I had to bring something to someone, and that someone was him. For me, it was nothing, like it's nothing, but for him, he seemed so happy, and he said, "You didn't have to do all this." I said, "First of all, it's nothing, and second of all, it doesn't cost anything to be nice once in a while, you know." So he said, thank you, have a nice day, ta ta ta." So that was my Saturday. I didn't do what I wanted to do. I went out. I went out. I took fresh air. I did a little trip in the metro, and then I came back. I walked again. It was nice. It was sunny. I took fresh air, and then I was able to help a little bit someone. So nothing happens for nothing. I brought something to someone. That made my day, and he seemed so happy. So hey, cool. So when stuff happens to you or that you change your mind at the last minute or stuff like that, nothing happens for nothing. If it's not for you, it's gonna be from you. And when we look at what's happening in the whole world, I think the world needs a little bit more of nice gesture from us to others, regardless the nationality, their religion, whatever. So that was my Saturday. So I hope you had a good weekend and talk to you soon. Ciao, bye.